The muffler delete is the most accessible entry point for enthusiasts, but it is also the source of significant misinformation. To understand the modification, it is essential to first comprehend the stock architecture of a standard exhaust system, which typically comprises four main components. Earing behind removing your vehicle's muffler. First is the exhaust manifold or header, which collects gases from the cylinders. Second is the catalytic converter, which scrubs toxic emissions like NOx, CO, and HC. Third is the resonator, a chamber tuned to cancel specific high-frequency harshness or raspy tones. Fourth is the muffler, the final chamber containing baffles, chambers, and sound-deadening material like fiberglass or steel wool, designed to reduce overall decibel volume. Mechanically, a muffler delete involves cutting the exhaust piping just before the rear muffler and replacing the bulky factory unit with a straight stainless steel or aluminized pipe, usually ending in an aesthetic tip. It is crucial to make a distinction here. This is not a straight pipe, which implies removing the catalytic converter, and it is not a resonator delete. Those are separate components with vastly different legal and mechanical implications. The primary motivation for this modification is sound. However, loud does not always equal good. Regarding volume and tone, you can expect a significant jump in decibels. A stock idle might sit at 70 decibels, but a delete can push this to 85-90 dB with wide open throttle exceeding 100 to 110 dB depending on the engine. As for the roughness, factory mufflers smooth out the exhaust pulses, so removing them exposes the raw combustion sound. This results in a more aggressive guttural roar, but often introduces rasp or crackles on deceleration, known as burble. A major consideration is the phenomenon of drone, which is the most common regret among drivers. Drone occurs when the exhaust system's resonant frequency aligns with the engine's firing frequency, usually at cruising RPMs between 1800 and 3000 RPM. The experience is a low-frequency resonant hum that vibrates the cabin, causing driver fatigue and headaches on long highway trips. Factory mufflers are mathematically tuned using Helmholtz resonance to cancel these specific frequencies, and removing the muffler eliminates this cancellation. This varies by engine architecture. A naturally aspirated V8 generally produces a deep, classic American muscle rumble and is highly desirable, whereas a naturally aspirated inline-4 carries a high risk of sounding tinny, or like a fart can, without a high-quality resonator upstream to filter high frequencies. Turbocharged engines are unique because the turbine wheel in the turbocharger acts as a sound chopper, effectively functioning as a preliminary muffler. Therefore, muffler deletes on turbo cars are generally quieter and deeper in tone than on naturally aspirated cars. When evaluating performance physics, master mechanic knowledge is vital to debunk a persistent myth that engines need back pressure. The reality is that engines do not need back pressure, as back pressure is resistance to flow and resistance is parasitic. What engines actually need is high exhaust gas velocity to promote scavenging. Scavenging occurs when an exhaust pulse leaves the cylinder and creates a low-pressure vacuum behind it. This vacuum helps pull or scavenge the exhaust out of the next firing cylinder and helps pull the fresh intake charge in during valve overlap when intake and exhaust valves are both open. The impact of a muffler delete depends on the engine type. In naturally aspirated cars, if you replace a muffler with a pipe that is too wide in diameter, exhaust gas velocity can be slowed down. This disrupts the scavenging effect at low RPMs, resulting in a perceived loss of low-end torque, where the car may feel sluggish off the line. Although at high RPM redline, the reduced restriction may yield a tiny gain. The rules change for turbocharged cars, as the turbocharger relies on a pressure differential with high pressure before the turbine and low pressure after. Reducing restriction post-turbo via a muffler delete allows the turbo to spool slightly faster and breathe easier, meaning you are unlikely to lose torque on a turbo car. Regarding horsepower estimates, without an ECU tune, you can expect a negligible 0 to 5 HP gain. With an ECU tune, there is potential for small optimizations, but the muffler is rarely the primary bottleneck compared to the catalytic converter. Regarding emissions compliance, A muffler delete usually occurs after the catalytic converter, or post-cat. Therefore, it does not increase toxic emissions, and the vehicle should technically pass a sniffer test or OBD2 plug-in test. However, regarding visual inspections in strict states like California, a visual inspection requires the exhaust to remain in the factory configuration, meaning a missing muffler can result in an automatic failure. Noise ordinances, specifically SAE J1169 standards, mean most jurisdictions have a decibel limit, such as 95 dB at a specific distance, and a muffler delete often pushes a car over this limit. Furthermore, police discretion plays a major role. Many traffic laws cover exhaust modification or excessive noise, giving officers broad discretion to ticket you. In California, non-correctable violations, known as state referee tickets, can force you to revert the car to stock and pay heavy fines. Summarizing the pros and cons reveals clear trade-offs. On the positive side, the cost is the cheapest way to get sound, often $100 to $250 at a shop. It offers weight reduction as stock mufflers are heavy while straight pipe is light. It improves aesthetics by allowing for custom quad tips or larger diameter tips. And it offers a slight improvement in throttle response for turbo cars via turbo spool. On the negative side, the drone on highway driving can become unbearable. The legality poses a high risk of fix-it tickets and police attention. The resale value may suffer as most buyers view deletes as abuse or immaturity, and the obnoxiousness can annoy neighbors and attract negative attention. The verdict is that if you are looking for massive horsepower gains, a muffler delete is not the answer, as the restriction in modern exhaust systems is almost always the catalytic converter or the exhaust manifold design, not the rear muffler. This modification is for you if you want your car to sound aggressive, you are on a strict budget, and you live in an area with lenient noise enforcement. This is not for you if you commute on the highway daily, as the drone will drive you crazy, and if you drive a 4-cylinder naturally aspirated car, as it will likely sound raspy, or if you live in California or Europe with strict TUV carb laws. In those cases, I strongly recommend saving your money for a dedicated catback exhaust system or a quality high-flow muffler to provide the deep tone you want without the acoustic and legal headaches of a straight pipe.